Blessings and welcome. My name is Brooke Write and I help entrepreneurs find their niche so they can build profitable brands and businesses they love. Okay, so if that is you, hit the subscribe button. All right, comment below this video, like it, share it, all that good stuff. You already know the YouTube jazz. I want to just jump into this video because of conversations that I've been having, conversations I've been seeing online lately, and I really just want to tap into this a little bit more to help people just change the way they see the concept of, niching down, finding your niche, having a niche, etc. So I also put out a podcast episode for those who love podcasts. I'll link it in the description box. But my overall thing is this, right? When it comes to having a niche and when it comes to finding your niche, not only is it important, not only is it key, not only is it mandatory, but what I really want to talk about today is why the concept of niching down, niching up, niche marketing, whatever. I want to speak to the people who feel so frustrated, so overwhelmed, so angry, so heated when they hear the term, when we talk about finding a niche and having a niche. I'm talking to you. If you feel like you're that person you're just getting so frustrated, you don't believe in it, you have a negative perception on it, of having a niche or finding your niche, I'm talking to you because I really, really want you to change your perception and your perspective about it. Because having a niche, like I said, is key. It's mandatory. And for someone who studies business all the time, I'm always studying businesses and learning about businesses and watching, documentaries and reading stories and learning and watching the growth and the process and the journey of certain businesses and business owners and brands and etc. One thing I've learned is no matter who you are, no matter how big or small, medium, no matter where you are in the world, no matter the kind of business you have, the industry you're in, doesn't matter. What matters is you having a niche. In all of these business stories and all of these journeys that I've learned about, every single business has had a niche. Whether it's having a niche market, having a niche product, having a niche service, having a niche brand, all of them has had a niche. The biggest brands you love has had a niche right now, right? Think about your favorite brand, your favorite company, your favorite influencer. I guarantee you they all have a niche. It just is what it is. So I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to help you to change your perception on it, right? Because again, it's a solution. Having a niche is a solution. It's a benefit. It's just helpful. It's a helpful tool for your business, for your brand, for your life. Not only does it help you feel more confident, right? Let's talk about the internal benefits. It helps you feel more confident, more certain, more aligned, more balanced. You feel more, I said confident, right? You feel more faithful about your journey. You feel more clear about where you're going, what you're building, what you're doing, who you're helping, etc. Right? And so the benefits, the internal benefits are just, amazing. And the external tangible benefits when it comes to your business, it helps you to connect with your people more. It helps you to connect with your tribe. It helps you connect with your consumers, your customers, your audience. It helps you to connect with your people, the people who are supposed to buy from you, the people who you are actually targeting. It helps you to build those connections, build that community, build those conversions, right? It helps people to also know who you are, what you do, what you offer. It helps people to be clear, right? Clear on who you are, what you do, and what you offer, so that they can be clear when they're sharing it with other people, right? When they're sharing it with their friends and their family, they can be like, oh yeah, I know so-and-so does X, Y, and Z, instead of saying, oh, I know so-and-so does something. I know they do something, but I don't really know. I know they're in the health industry, but I don't really know. I know they do fitness, but I don't know. I'm not sure. You don't want to be that. You don't want to be those brands and those businesses that people can't even comprehend what it is you do or what it is you offer, or how it is you actually help them. And that's the key right there. It's how you actually help them. But to help you change your perception and your perspective about it, I want you to do this thing for me. I want you to really get clear on what it is that has created that negative perception of niching. What was it that you learned? What was it that you came across? Who was it that you talked to? What was that experience that you experienced that made you feel like, I hate niching. I hate, having to find my niche. I hate having a niche. I hate even the concept of people talking about, like, why are you there? Why is that your perception? Why is that your perspective? I want you to first get clear on that. Where did that come from? What's really making you angry about it? What's really making you frustrated and overwhelmed about it? Like, I really want you to get clear on that, right? So if you are one of those people, again, like, if you have to write it down or just say it out loud or whatever, but give yourself at least 5-10 minutes to really be like, okay, what is it about niching, finding your niche, having a niche? What is it that just makes me feel so angry? What is it that's frustrating me and overwhelming me, right? Because I know this is a benefit. The biggest business owners, the biggest brands in the world have a niche, started with a niche and then branched out, right? So it's not like it's not proven. It's not like this is just a random strategy just coming out the box out of nowhere, out thin blue air. No, this is something that has been proven time and time again. So if you really want to grow your brand and business, you do want to get clear on what your niche is, right? And in order for you to do that, in order for you to step into this zone of finding your niche, you got to get rid of that gunk, that funkiness, that funky energy, that funky mindset that's preventing you from tapping into your niche, right? And another way to look at it is your niche, and this is how I teach it, because I know there's some people who teach it, but everyone teaches it in their own way. But when it comes to me and helping entrepreneurs find their niche, my biggest thing is tapping in and is to let you understand that your niche is your special sauce, right? It's who you are. It's what you do. It's your mission. It's your path. Like, your niche is you. So it's not like it's outside of you. It's not like it's really putting you in a box or anything. It's you. Your niche is you. So if you have a negative perception about that, I'm just wondering, do you have a negative perception about what you're doing? Are you doubting what you're doing? Are you frustrated with what you're doing? Is that where the frustration is coming from? I'm not sure. I just want you to get clear on it, because I really want you to have a better perception and perspective when it comes to having a niche. Because I guarantee you find your niche, right? You get clear on that, your business is going to grow. Your brand is going to grow. Okay? You're going to be able to better connect with your consumers and your clients and your community and, again, your tribe, right? You're going to feel even more connected to yourself, to your journey, to your business, to your brand, to your mission, to your vision. Like, finding your niche and having a niche, literally, like, I guess so. Like, oh my goodness, I'm just getting like so much chills right now because, I just it's so powerful. And I will say this before I end this video, is like, I used to be like you. I used to have this negative perception, this negative perspective on having a niche, because I used to feel like it put me in a box. And it's I feel like the mentors and the coaches that I had before that tried to teach me to find my niche and stuff like that, it's no shade or anything to them. I just think they didn't understand that. They didn't know how to teach it, and they didn't know how to connect it in a way where it would connect with me. So when they were teaching it, I felt like the way they were teaching it, it did sound like, okay, finding your niche means you're putting in a box and that's all, like, you can't expand, you can't extend, all that kind of stuff, right? And so for me, that's where my negative experiences came from. That's where my negative perception and perspective came from, because of the way they taught it didn't resonate or connect with me, right? I had to go out on my own and learn about it. I had to go out on my own and teach myself about it, right? I had to go read about it, watch videos, research it, read about it, all that kind of stuff. Like, I had to go do that myself for me to change my perception and my perspective on it. And then once I started to learn about it, that's when I was able to easily find my niche. And when I found my niche, that's when my business grew. That's when my brand grew. That's when my community grew. That's when my connections grew, my audience grew, right? That's when I started to get more public speaking gigs, and not just any public speaking gigs, but valuable ones, like, you know, like ones that matter. Like, not to say they all matter. I love you guys. They all matter. I'm just trying to say, like, you know, I started to be able to connect to, let's just say, more established companies, if you will, right? So, yes, hopefully, you know, somehow, I think I kind of rambled in this video, but hopefully, I, you know, at least inspired you to want to look at niching in a different light, right? And again, start with where you are, and start with your experiences, and start with, you know, what led you to having that negative perception and that negative perspective when it comes to niching down, right? Ask yourself that. Get clear on that funkiness. Where did that funkiness come from, right? And then, you know, another thing you can do is write down, you know, if I have a niche, or if I found my niche, how would that benefit me, right? How would that benefit you? How would that benefit your business? How would that benefit your brand, right? I really want you to look at niching down, niching up, niche marketing, finding your niche target market, creating your niche products and services, having a niche brand. I really want you to see it in a positive, prosperous light, because that's really what it is. Okay, I've been through it. Like I've been through that phase of, I don't need a niche, and I've been through that. It didn't get me that far. It didn't get me to the places in the rooms that I wanted to be in. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, hopefully that helps you to change your perception or your perspective, or at least inspires you to try to change it. Okay? If you have any questions or anything like that, you can definitely leave them in the comment box, or, you know, hit me up on Twitter or Instagram. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I know my hair is kind of like dry and stiff today. I know some viewers will be like, I have some opinions about that. But honestly, I just came from like a 2-3 hour speaking engagement. My hair fell flat, blah, 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 blah. That doesn't matter. Get back to niching. Find your niche. And if you need help finding your niche, hit the links in my, check out the description box, you know, on ways you can connect with me, and in order to help you find your niche. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. You already know the YouTube jazz. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.